Hi, friend. I hope you are well today. I want to talk about the difficult parts of self love. When I started my self love journey, I used to take myself out for solo dates. So I would go for solo dates at least once a month. And it was really daunting for me because I'm someone who's, first of all, an introvert. And I used to be extremely shy. Some people would argue that I still am, even right now. But I used to force myself to go out there and be in uncomfortable situations and have dinner by myself while wondering if people are thinking that I'm an idiot, while wondering if people are staring at me. And then I had to overcome that. But now that I am deep in my healing inner journey, I think things that heal you even more than solo dates, even more than buying yourself flowers, even more than creating a playlist for yourself are the things that are quite tough and quite hard to do, like waking up early in the morning at 5 a.m. or at 4:30 while people are still sleeping, and meditating, looking at your inner child and asking her what does she want, and finding out from your inner child what is that self-belief that you have struggled with. It is about you taking yourself back to those difficult times that you went through, feeling the pain that you felt in the past, and finding out where are the limiting beliefs coming from. It is about forgiving yourself when it is tough. It is about looking yourself in the mirror while tears are falling down your cheeks and reaffirming to yourself that I love myself. I really, really love myself. Saying it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until you eventually believe it. And it is about also stopping yourself when you're thinking of buying junk food or ice cream, and instead asking yourself, why do I want this comfort food right now? My inner child, what do you want right now? Do you want a hug? Do you want me to acknowledge that I see you? What is it that you want to numb with that junk food right now? Why do you want to binge watch that series? What do you want right now, and how can I serve you today? What can I give to you? And just sometimes sit with your inner child, not say anything, just listen and see what does your inner child want. I feel like self-love, when it's in that level, it really works. It really helps. And it doesn't just help you to heal from your past relationships and your past wounds, but it helps you to be ready for your future. When you can truly accept yourself, accept your flaws, and love yourself the way you are right now. It is when you can reassure yourself, reaffirm to yourself that I am worthy. I am worthy right now. I am worthy when I make mistakes. I am worthy when I don't. I am worthy when I am in a good mood. I am worthy when I am not. I am worthy when I have makeup on and when I don't. Love journey is not easy, and it is really tough, but it is in those moments where you need to remind yourself that I am worthy of this healing. I'm worthy of taking time to spend with myself, to heal myself. And I love myself right now, like the broken pieces. Love and embrace them, and know that as much as you still want healing, as much as you want to be whole, but you have the capability to love the broken pieces right now. Love them to being whole again. Okay? And also, self-love is having integrity. It is about being honest with yourself, and when you don't feel like doing something, don't do it. When you don't feel like being nice to someone, sitting in that moment and asking yourself, why do I feel the need to please people, and finding out how can I heal those moments. And also, self-love is about acknowledging God. It is about speaking to God, because at the end of the day, you need to remember that you are God's child. So when you go back to God and say, God, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for the breath that you have given me. I'm so grateful for my heart. I'm so grateful for the situations that I was in. I'm grateful for the things that helped me to learn and helped me to grow. And also, I have noticed in my healing journey that on times where I was vulnerable with God, where I know that sounds weird because God knows our thoughts and everything about us. But when you're being honest and say, you know what, God, I'm struggling with this area of my life and I'm trying my best, but I can't do it. When you really are honest with God, I've noticed with me that is the times where He really answers my prayers. I think there's something that Sarah Jakes once said where she was saying that sometimes you pray that, God, I need you to bless me with a man, but the Holy Spirit knows that you don't need a man, but you need healing. So the Holy Spirit knows what you need. You say you need this, but the Holy Spirit knows what you need. So the Holy Spirit intercedes for you and says that, no, she's saying she wants a man, but what she really needs is protection. What she really needs is to be seen. What she really needs is to be loved. And God knows that as much as you think that you might get what you're looking for from a man, God knows that there are other sources that He can bring to you to give you what you think you are lacking. If you need protection, God can protect you. If you need unconditional love, your family can love you unconditionally. And I think one of the other things that I've learned in my healing journey is that sometimes you think you want something from this person, but God knows that you can get it from maybe your kids or from your mother or from your siblings. And what is nice about getting that unconditional love from those people is that for them, they really love you for who you are. For them, they have seen you making mistakes. They have seen you fall short. They have seen you messing things up so bad, but they still love you, and you don't have to repay them. You don't have to do anything. You just have to say thank you. But what is nice even if you don't say thank you, they are still going to love you. I'm not saying that you must not be grateful for the love that you receive from a family, but it just shows how much they love and value you for who you are, not for what you bring to the table. Family members will never ask you what do you bring to the table. They don't need anything. They just need you, the way you are, raw and honest and vulnerable. Okay. And what else do you want to say about self-love? So another thing about self-love is that when you are aware and when you are honest with yourself, you are able to stop yourself when you want to play that. For me, when I'm angry, I used to play rap music that is really aggressive, like Lil Wayne, especially the cussing ones, and I would just cuss. I think it was a way for me to release the anger. But when you're really aware in your self-love journey, you start to ask, okay, I have this anger. Where is this anger coming from? Why am I angry? And what is the other ways I can express this anger? Because you don't have to shout when you are angry. You don't have to beat people up when you are angry. You don't have to insult people when you are angry. So you get to ask yourself, how can I express this feeling that I am feeling right now? And there's a quote that I really love that says that in order for you to heal it, you need to feel it. So most self-love is about feeling those emotions, the uncomfortable ones, feeling them and feeling that warmth, and asking yourself, where is this coming from? What is it saying? And then questioning it and saying, is this voice mine? Who is it coming from? Is it true? And finding other areas in your life where you can say for sure that this is not true. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for your time and for your energy. Let me know on the comment section if you have learned something from this, or if there's something that you'd love to add when it comes to self-love, because self-love is really important. And it's not just about the nice parts of buying yourself flowers, running yourself a bubble bath, taking yourself for a facial. Those are really important, of course, but it is also about the deeper, difficult parts, like forgiveness, forgiving someone who has hurt you. Guys, have you tried that? Like, do you know how difficult it is for you to say that I forgive this person, knowing that this person is the one who owes you forgiveness, but because you know that you are worthy of being whole, that you don't deserve to hold on to that anger and that resentment, so you are letting go even though it's tough. Let me know on the comment section below what you think. Have a great day. I love you so much. Goodbye.